Starship Industries and Alan Martinson, who's Starship's Chief Operating Officer, to the Wilson Building. In a few minutes, one of Starship's personal delivery devices, our little cute robot here, and I will go to the Council Secretary's office to file the legislation that is connected with this wonderful robot. And that legislation will legalize, authorize these robots to operate on the sidewalks and to make deliveries. And as you'll see, we have an upcoming demonstration. These devices have the potential, really, to revolutionize the delivery of goods across the country. And if all goes as planned, the district will be the first jurisdiction in the nation, in the United States, to get the benefit of this new technology. These little zero-emission delivery robots could prove to be a major disruptor to our current system, which relies on heavy, fossil fuel-powered trucks that drive down local streets into neighborhoods to make deliveries. All on their own, these electric-powered, lightweight robots will take your purchases from a central drop-off point directly to your house on demand. The result of that will be to prevent these particularly high emissions from the last mile, as they call it, of deliveries that would have enormous benefits for the district's air quality and environment. In addition, it'll give more control over and security for your purchases. You get to decide when your purchase will be delivered. You call the personal delivery device to come to you when you're home and ready for it. We know that a particularly serious problem around holiday season are deliveries to homes where packages are taken or somehow destroyed. Here you can say, I'm home now, come little robot, deliver my package. These robots are so technologically advanced they can read crosswalk signals and pull over for pedestrians and other sidewalk users. If there's anything in its way, a bicycle, a person, property of some kind, it knows to stop. It's loaded with cameras that can make those decisions. They can deliver packages up to a certain amount. You can see, we'll open up the robot in a minute to show you how it looks. And then we're going to have a demonstration along the sidewalk here about how it would work. I'm extraordinarily excited about this because it provides this innovation, this progressive new way, and it takes advantage of technology. As some of you may know, a few years ago I put in place legislation to allow autonomous cars to operate in the district, and we had to have that structure in place. It's a similar thing for these robots, and the legislation, which we will deliver via robot to the Secretary's office after we're done with the demonstration. But for right now, to talk more about the particulars of the robot, I'd like to invite Alan Martinson to come up, Starship's Chief Operating Officer, to talk about how the robot actually works. So if you could come up and tell us how this little sweetheart works.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for being so supportive. I'm Alan Martinson. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the company, and I'm running the business side of the company. So we'd like to thank the people of DC. We have been running those little robots here on DC sidewalks for a few days. Last weekend we met hundreds of people on sidewalks, children, seniors, regular people. So all of them have been extremely welcoming and supportive. So it has been really good to see the same reaction we have seen everywhere in the world. So people really love this little one. So a few words why it is good for you, why it's good for citizens, why it's good for people. So Mary already covered the environmental angle. So it's obviously a zero emission vehicle, and it doesn't emit any CO2, and if there any CO2 emitted somewhere in a power station, it's around 50 times less than a regular car doing shopping. So, but what is most important from consumers' point of view is actually we are freeing up people's time. I'll give you a few facts. Regular American families spend around 1 hour in a day doing shopping, driving to shopping, driving back, in traffic jams and so on. Approximately 1/3 of cars on the street you can see in the afternoon, so they are returning from shopping or going from shopping. So instead of that, instead of moving 2-ton cars to bring 2 So and having all the collision detectors and intelligence algorithms. So it is the safest device that can actually transport anything to consumers. If you compare it to cars or compare it to drones, so this is incredibly safe device. And we will be coming to DC, we'll be coming to the States with vehicle commercial trials later this year. We start from trials and testing, and we move gradually over to commercial trials. So it will be happening in the second half of the year. So we already have a number of really interesting big customers who are really interested in that. And we believe that it's the future. So welcome to the future and ride along with us. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have the demonstration along the sidewalk, and then we're going to take the legislation into the building, as I indicated. But I'd like to open this up for a few questions before we actually do that. So, if anybody has them, could you pose them now, or is this so new and exciting and fun that you don't have any questions? Can it be intercepted and robbed?
Yeah, how do you access the product?
Let me answer this first. So I would advise not to think about it. This little vehicle is equipped with 9 cameras streaming live video feed to the operation center. So if something happens, it can feel like it's being tempered or lifted or whatever, a collision, an alarm. We have two-way audio. We will talk you out from this, what you are doing. So you will be monitored. We'll know the location of the vehicle with 1 inch precision. So we can send a police squad, we can send a security car, we can send another robots in the area. So and it's,
robots in the area?
yeah, so I mean obviously it's
What do they do?
so they will come to help everybody in this race. So but obviously it's quite difficult to steal it, and you may try to lift and run. You need to be really athletic with very long hands to do that. So it is a safe device, and it's built with having security and safety in mind. It doesn't enter buildings, so we don't climb stairs, and we don't yet ride elevators. We may do it one day, but not at the moment. So basically, if people are okay coming down and picking up certain deliveries, then it's fine.
Is it weatherproof? If it's raining out, can you still get deliveries?
It has been tested in all kinds of weather conditions, including rain, snow, fog. Actually, we have been running it through this high snow, this weather. So because those robots will be operated by companies, Apple will take extra precautions. So yes, we obviously know where they are located. We know what's inside. So it's not that everybody can just open it up and put anything inside. It's going to be definitely taking extra precautions. Sorry. So it's actually, it can actually be based in almost anywhere. So the minimum configuration is maybe 1 or 2 robots in a warehouse or in a back room of a restaurant or in a grocery store. So it doesn't really need any extra expensive investments up front. So basically it can be operated almost anywhere, central or suburban areas. It's mostly optimized for suburbs because of low-rise buildings and longer distances and the inefficiency of last mile delivery in the last mile has been the highest in suburbs. It can be also done used for food delivery. Sure.
Amazon mentioned in contact with us. Is there some link there?
No, we didn't mention Amazon. So Amazon has its own strategy of using drones mostly. So I would let them to comment on that.
So they're not using robots?
Not that I'm aware of. Yes, so first of all, this robot has been developed by a company which has been co-founded by 2 co-founders of Skype. And believe me, those guys know a thing or 2 about disrupting different industries. And so they disrupted telecoms, now we're disrupting last mile delivery. And Skype has its R&D and development office in a small country of Estonia, that's where I'm coming from. We have started the first tests also in the United Kingdom last month, and now coming to the United States.
What about the places where the screen
We have studied cities in most of the United States and elsewhere in the world. In the United States alone, we have actually taken around 500,000 data points of checking different sidewalks in different cities. So the United States is much better in terms of sidewalk quality than most people realize. Many cities have some, let's say, very good quality, and most of it almost nobody uses.
I want to make a point here that we're joined by Director Sean Goff and students from Friendship Technology Preparatory Academy in Ward 8. Raise your hands. Okay. That's a STEM-focused campus that offers students classes in robotics and engineering. And I just wanted to tell you that Wilson High School and Friendship will each receive a $1,000 scholarship from Starship Technologies to advance their robotics program. So now what we're going to do, if you're all ready, is we're going to have our street demonstration, and then I'm going to submit this legislation, which I am now signing, to the Secretary for introduction as a bill in the District of Columbia. So if we could gather and have our team show off our robot.
Maybe time to end the sidewalk and drive back.
Legislation is going in, the first package in the District of Columbia. Here we go.
Thanks. I got one. Got one.
Oh, can we do that again? Okay, I'll do that again.
Close it all the way up and open it again.
Okay. This is the legislation to allow these to operate in the District of Columbia. I'm putting it in. First delivery in the district. Now, as you heard, the robots won't go into buildings. So what we're going to do is, in this particular case, the operator will be nearby to get us through the building. We have to have Google Maps set out the terrain for the robots to operate. And obviously, we have a Google Maps the inside of the district building. So for that purpose, we're going to have the operator behind the robot to make sure it gets into the secretary's office. Okay? Here we go. Robot's coming. We gotta go this way.
That'd be great. Oh, super. Thank you so much. Perfect. This is what I needed.
on the other side?
On the other side, okay.
Voila.
Here's your legislation.